episode of Dad Games Badly. We're back here again today with Season 3 of our Buffalo Sabres Challenge. The first two seasons have not gone the way we wanted it to. Defensively, offensively, goaltending have not been great. We've been okay in the preseason, but that's whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's the regular season. We don't do anything for the first 2 months, and then it's basically like, why? Make changes to try and make the playoffs. That doesn't happen. Make changes to tank. It's just... yeah. So, locker room chemistry is down. Fan happiness is down. And there are a lot of questions. What happens next? Okay, as I was saying, this is our third season. I don't know if we're going to be fired after this. I don't know what the plan is. I'm quite nervous. We're still hopeful. Haven't really been able to get better than that. But honestly, I think if we could keep this team the way it is next year with the young guys that we have, getting some growth, Lafreniere would be nice if we could get some growth from him. I know he did go up to an 83. Yeah, so he did go up. So let's just take a quick look at the team again. Lafreniere, Eichel, Kovalchuk, Okposo, Middlestat, Hyman, Pearson, Thompson, Frolik, Grabner, Henritis, Ellie. On defense, we've got Lawrence Pilot and Pietrangelo, Sider and Darlene and Miller and Jared Spurgeon. Paying a lot of money to Jared Spurgeon to play that far down in the lineup for 6 years. I don't really want to do that to Sider. Pietrangelo we only have for 1 year. But I'd rather him be up there. And yeah. Not really much else we can do. Goaltending, though, that's where the bright spot is. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has finally hit the NHL. 22 years old, 6'4", 206-pound hybrid goaltender. He is a backup role as a backup. I highly think that will change quickly. Devin Dubnyk is our backup, who is actually also a backup. So, quite interested in that. And then we also have Craig Anderson, who we know is an absolute gem. Even if he doesn't have defense in front of him, he can do quite well. Down here, nobody huge. I don't even think we have any prospects. Sederquist is one of, so Sederquist, Davidson, everybody here is from other teams. And defensively, Will Borgen, Casey Fitzgerald, Spencer, Bryson. Is Bryson ours? Jakob? Yeah, not, well, they are all ours. Let's just say Buffalo has not done a great job of basically drafting. And neither have we. I know we do need to assign a scout. Ashley Kozlov should be in Russia, so we've got... Let's just double check. Russia, Liga, SHL, USA Central, 3 Canadian leagues, and then... Apparently I don't care about the Metro. Does not matter. We will figure it out as we go. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and jump into it. I'll go ahead and jump cut up until January, and I'll let you know. Actually, we'll get to the first draft rankings. Take a quick look at those. What's my current promise? Ricard being injured. No. Yeah. So that young guy is injured again, just like Lafreniere was at the beginning of the year. Back spasms. Edit lines manually. What I will do is just stick in the right wingy, Dano or Dano. Yep, that's good enough. All right, Marco, you're in. Day is it? It is the 3rd. He is going to actually sit for a few more days. Alrighty, so let's just go quickly back to editing our lines. Perfecto. Henritis has 1 point. Laugh, what do you got, buddy? 8 points in 5 games. Kovalchuk with 6 in 5, and Jack Eichel with 10. Wow, Hyman with 1, Middlestat with 4, Okpoza with 2, Verleek with 2, Thompson with 0, Pearson with 0, Ellie with 1, and Grabner with 1. Well, I don't really want to break up that line. Can I do anything here? Okay, we're going to move Pearson up for a little bit. I know it's only 5 games in, but seeing a lot of those guys with 1 and 2 points in 5 games is a little concerning. It'd be nice if those guys on the second line had like 3-4. So we'll do that. Defensively, we didn't even look at, but we are 3-2 in the first 5. Many lag, man. Pilot, Petro are doing all right. Spurgeon's only playing 13 and a half minutes a night, and Pilot's playing 20. I'm just gonna make a couple changes here. Yeah. I'm just gonna do that and see what happens. We'll worry about everything else a little bit later. And again, we'll try and get into January. Though I know we do have draft lookouts looking right here. There we go, Central Scouting. Looks like there are quite a lot of good guys. But at least if we can make the playoffs this year, I will be quite happy. 5-3. Marcus Davidson has been injured, but we don't care about that. So we're going to just jump cut ahead here, and I'll let you know if there's any issues. Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in here at the beginning of November. There was just this owner. I know we had something to be upgraded. Now that our parking lots and everything is level 3, where was it? It was the upper bowl needs to be done. We'll repair that. We'll repair the executive suites. Repair nothing else, it seems. Well, our operations budget is quite garbage. They don't want to move anymore. They're happy with us. State of the team. We're very pleased with the work you've done with the franchise. Keep the good work. While that makes me happy to see, Pagulas. Thank you. What is it? Terry and Kim. No big trades or anything like that. Eichel's got 23 points in 16 games, which is huge. I want to just take a look again here at our overalls, 91, 88, 83. Yeah, I definitely feel this could be the year. Having the goaltending depth that we do have, having technically two, I would call them starting goalies. Like, I wouldn't call either of them a backup at this point. I didn't look at this before. Luukkonen not having the greatest year. Dubnyk, though, is doing a lot better. Actually, that's not as great as I would hope. Hopefully he can pick it up. I might want to make a change on defense. Let me just take a look here again and see if this helped any. Darlene has 8 points. Yeah, let's see. Now Darlene's playing more minutes. Miller. Honestly, I think it's... Is it Pilot or Spurgeon that's the problem? Like, Pilot is just a mime. Like, that kind of scares me. Hickey, are you a lefty? You are. Let's just see what happens here. You're both minor top twos. And then do I have anybody down in the minors that I could snag? Let's see. I have $5 million in cap space. And defensively in the system, Casey Fitzgerald. Yeah, nobody here is any good. Not to say that they're terrible, but I kind of want to shore up that last, like that bottom pair. Look at Jamie Drysdale for a minute. I just want to see how he's doing in growth in the system. Mr. Drysdale is a 71 at 19, so hopefully we can get up to like a 75 at 22. Bryson's going to be gone next year. That's for sure. Grunz is probably not going to get signed. Alright, so I'd like to get rid of Hickey if that's the case. Keep Pilot as depth. But see if I can pick up somebody else. Okay. Alright. I just want to do everything we can to give us the best chance. Let's go. I don't want to find trade. I just want to look at browsing. Trading block. See if there's any defenders that are available. Bufflin's available, getting paid $6 million, can't afford it. Hjalmarsson is also available. You are a top 4, not having the greatest season, but maybe if I gave you less minutes, you're not having the greatest season either. Matt Grzelcyk, top 6. Actually, Matt Grzelcyk might be a good option. Okay, keep that in mind. Brody, Gustafson, TJ Brody, how much are you being paid, buddy? 5. I don't know. That's a lot of money. No. Taze, no thank you. Can't afford that contract. Martin Kaut. Andre Sekera, are you? You're a 70 depth guy, yeah, so you're not even where I'd want you to be. Dallas, Savard. Kind of want better. Klingberg. He's got his last year of his contract. Yeah, you look at that trade value, like, I'm paying you that. Detroit, Andy Green. Are you a depth guy? Yeah, no, I want a bottom 6. None of those guys. No. No. Ryan Suter, I can't afford your contract. Especially for 4 years. You're a little hot better than what I'd want. Jonas Brodin. Kevin Miller. 6. Is he doing? I was kind of new. Sorry, I didn't even look at his numbers. 12 minutes. See, I don't want you to play more than 12 minutes. That's the problem. Tim Heed. The Tim Heed is not even playing. That's ridiculous. Nashville. No. New Jersey. Kevin Ball. Osterley. Nope. Ottawa. Zaitsev. Goligoski. Goals. You're getting $4 million, buddy. That's ridiculous. No. Choletsky. No. Howard. Bortuzzo. Yikes. Tyler Myers. Getting $6 million, bud. No, you're playing good minutes, though, so I don't want to do that. And Holtby and McMichael, Comrie, Harrison. Was it Chicago? No, it was. Who was I looking at? Was it Sekera? No. Calgary. Boston. Matt Grzelcyk is a lefty. 13 minutes. I kind of want to go after Grzelcyk. Or was there? No. Calgary. Yeah, I'd like to go. Let's try Grzelcyk here. Trade for asset. Let's see. Who are you interested in? Okay, to those guys. No, I got rid of Colin Miller. I don't necessarily want to get rid of Spurgeon. Casey Middlestat's not going anywhere. Alrighty, let's just take a look at draft picks. What about Carolina's first? Are we close? We are. We're more than close. Give me your first. What? That's silly, Boston. Take this too. There you go. That's okay. Edit lines. Well, I hope this works, because we know how well I've been at trades and getting people that work for this team. Mr. Grzelcyk, welcome. Alright. Wait, hold on, I have a question. Okay. Make that small change. Still hopeful. That's okay. Wasn't really expecting us to go up, but we are 9-6-1 with 19 points in November, so we are in a playoff spot. That is good to see compared to what we've been dealing with. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of that trade. Do you think I could have gotten something else? Do you think I made the right pick? Love to hear it. Just a heads up. We got some injuries Grizzlick and Miller are both injured currently. Alright, well, this will be fun. Hey everybody, we're back here in January. As you can see, our schedule is 23, 14, and 2. Good enough for fourth. First wildcard spot in the East. 1 point out of that last place spot over Detroit. Same games played. We have one more win. They have just a couple more overtime losses than we do. And the Bruins are up by 4. Panthers up by 5. So not terrible, not great. However, I have some concerns over taking care of some things because unfortunately we have no money. So yeah, if we make the playoffs, our facilities are going to be quite garbage unless we get a boost before all of that and can make some things happen. Let me just take a look here. Let's just go straight into points. As you can see, Alexis Lafreniere is leading the team only slightly because Jack Eichel has missed the past 9 games. He will be getting back into the lineup. I'll show you the lines that we've been running. Quite a few injuries through the first half of the year. Lots of defense. And then we kind of got knocked with Eichel there for the last 9 games. But honestly, if you look at that first line, they're all at 40 points. Petrolanger's at 40 points, Middlestats at 30. Hyman's at 25, and he's down on the third line. Tage Thompson has 20 points. He got the bump up to first line. Okposo on the second line there's got 20 points. So I'm actually a lot happier to see this. It's not just Eichel racking up the points like he has been the last 2 years. We got rid of Sam Reinhart after that first year. But he was still like 20 points behind on the same line as Eichel. So having 3 players on that top line all putting up amazing numbers, that's a thumbs up from me. As you can see, I don't think there's really anyone I'm super concerned about. Hickey's only played 8 games. Dano's only played 13. Jared Spurgeon's could be better. Pilot could be better. Grizzlick is doing quite well. I'd like to see how he is over how he was in Boston. So double the games, double the points, basically. Plus minus is slightly better. So he has actually been a good help on that third pair. Actually, I think he's been playing on the second pair a lot just because of the loss of people like Miller. Sider was out for a bit. We lost Petro. We lost Dahlin. Yeah, it was quite the last couple months. So everything is looking quite well on this team. Oh, that was Okposo. I was like, what? As you can see, we are sitting there in 4th in the entire league. We are 10th. So this is definitely a lot better. I don't feel a need to make any huge changes. Defensively, I think we're good with the depth that we have. Hickey and Pilot have actually filled in quite admirably. Not really concerned about them. I want to take a look. We are still hopeful. That's fine. It's more the owner that I'm interested in seeing how they are. And if you look at that bar, it's kind of dipped a little bit. As you can see, the red is a little dip, but not huge. Really happy with what we're doing. We need to earn at least 86% of the expected profit, and they want us to get 36 wins. Right now, we are at what? 23. So 13 more wins to end the season. I think we can do that. I'd like to get at least 40. I think that would secure us, help us secure a playoff spot. Um, 45 would be even better, but we'll get there when we get there. Player morale. I don't actually talk to any of these guys, so everyone seems to be happy. I love how Outpost is a leader on this team, and honestly, he is. 67% chemistry, not the greatest. Could be worse. Yeah. So again, quite happy with how things are working out. No big trades, nothing like that. Just been a ton of injuries. So we're gonna go ahead and get in here. We'll go ahead. And I'll jump skip up until, let's see, let's go to 23, so let's go up until the 14th, and then we'll kind of sim day by day, kind of look at trades and all that stuff. And as you can see, the injuries continue with Liam Howell being injured with a mild concussion, but we'll deal with that on our own. Luukkonen has not had the greatest year. He's almost at 500 in terms of win and save percentage, not so great. But having Dubnyk as our backup has been the best decision we could have made. Yeah. So really happy about that. Sorry I forgot to show you guys. We finally got the injury I was most worried about. Our goaltending injury. So yeah. Super excited about that. Fudge me. Goalies. Alright. Well, Mr. Anderson. Yeah, no waivers. Because it's an emergency injury call-up. You can't just steal my guy because you... Oh, man. Alright. And then I gotta make another small change and get Dano out. Because... Remy is back. Matter. And then goaltending, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Craig Anderson. 40 years old, and still probably one of the best clutch goaltenders in the league. And then we follow up with an injury to Alexi. Well, if that's the case, we're gonna just do this, do that, do that, and then, hey, Marco, Marco Popolo. All right. We will just pick it up here in a month and a half. Just a heads up, with Luukkonen back, I have to put Craig Anderson through waivers, and I don't want to do that trade either. And I'd have to put him through waivers, and I know he's going to get claimed. An 81 overall goaltender like Craig Anderson is always going to get claimed. So we're going to sit on him. Looks like we got our first trade, Arizona trading Dustin Byfuglien and a 4th round pick in 2023 to Vegas for Chandler Stevenson and a 3rd round pick. Nope. Martin Ferk, no thank you. Goaltending has gone down, but I think that's just because we're sitting on a 3rd guy. And offense, did that go down too? That just might be due to injuries and what have you. Still sitting at hopeful, I believe. Yep. And no money from the owner to do with any of that. So we'll go ahead and sim here the next 2 weeks. What I'll do is we'll just keep this live because it's just the next 2 weeks. We'll just skip over this Edmonton game, and then we'll start going day by day. Maurice Sider has been injured again. We get kind of screwed with these. Lawrence is in. Okay. Perfect. Stop trying to get him. He's not yours. He's mine. Uh-huh. I mean, he's just gonna sit up there then. 3-on-3. Kolchak. I don't know stat. Who's gonna get there? My guy. Morgan's back for Rochester. Liam Howell's back for Rochester. Maurice Sider is available to play in the team's next game. He can sit a couple days at the very least. I'll edit the lines manually. Who is back that is? Okay, so Okpozo's back. That I don't care about. Oh, Dano can go here again, so sorry. Alright, and then defensively, Lawrence, Maurice. Okay, 27, or 29, 20, and 2. Craig Anderson, I'm not giving you, like, you're literally just taking Craig Anderson from me. Like, haha, take this trade. Let's see, who do I need to get rid of? His name was... Oh, yeah. It's Craig Anderson. Well, I'm not going to get rid of Craig Anderson. If Hickey gets claimed, which he does not, that is okay. He's still injured. Kyle Okpozo has been injured with a sore shoulder. I should have just kept him out for a day or two. Lafreniere is back though, so he gets to go back up there. He's injured, so fingers crossed that it doesn't get worse. And now he's got a pulled groin. Fan-frickety-tastic. Who do I got on the bench? Lawrence. Let's stick you up there, Lolo. Just do that slightly better. Alright, so we got another trade. Chicago trades Jonathan Toews, a third, a fifth, and a sixth in 2023 to Calgary for Gustafsson, Gio, Austin Czarnik, and a fourth in 2023. Interesting. You get rid of the Toews contract and bring in Gio and Gustafsson. So you have two, or no, Gio's a righty, isn't he? Yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Stop trying to take you away from me. He's not yours. Don't tease me with Brad Richardson. He doesn't always fit, but man, is that guy going to win you some face-offs. Like me. I don't need Tyler Toffoli, though, so decline. Devin Dubnyk has been injured. And look at that. Could you imagine if we traded off Craig Anderson? You know how angry I'd be right now? I would be so angry. Not like Michael Grabner can play in net. I mean, I'm sure he would if you asked him nicely. He is a stand-up guy. But yeah, definitely not my first choice for goaltending. 3 wins in a row. We got another trade. Carolina trades Vinny Trocheck and a second in 2023 to Ottawa for Riley Smith and Matthew Perreault. Pretty even trade. Okposo is back. He can sit for a couple days. I don't know when he will be better. Okay, so there we go. Alright. So we are now 32, 23, and 2. Still 2 points out of that third spot, but firmly within the wild card race. Definitely higher end, not necessarily a bubble team this year. That is huge. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this now. Numbers are going to be skewed, unfortunately, because they've had a lot of injuries. Eichel has missed 12 games. Lafreniere has missed 8. Petro has missed 4. So Petro's leading the team with 54 points. Eichel's got 53. Kovalchuk's got 49 and 57. He can pick it up a little bit. Lafreniere with 47 points in 49 games is huge for his sophomore season. Middlestat with 41. Honestly, Middlestat isn't the greatest player in the world. But you know what? He's a pretty solid second-line guy. And if that's all he becomes for us, and if we don't have to pay him more money, not the greatest, but definitely a bright spot on this team. Tage Thompson as well has been quite decent for us. 23 points, 33 points, 26 points. And he only played 63 games last year. So I'm thinking we're going to do a lot better this year with Tage playing a full season. Well, as full of a season as we can get. Tanner, Kyle, all these guys. Henritis with 22 is a little worrying, but he is playing on the fourth line with no one, really. Grabner's got 15 points. Pretty happy with this team. Defensively, the only guys I'm worried about would be Spurgeon. Grzelcyk is great. I'm not worried about him. Pilot. Darlene, but he's been kind of in and out with different people. Miller's been good. Where's our boy Moritz? He's way at the bottom, but I think Moritz is good too. Moritz? Yeah, 7. So. And then we'll just take a quick look here. Where we're standing. So we are firmly in the wild card spot. It would be nice to be able to jump up to where Florida is to just secure that final spot. Play 2 instead of 1. I'd rather play Detroit than Boston. Buffalo's there, Toronto, yeah. And to be fair, we did give away that Carolina pick in exchange for a Bruins pick, and both are firmly in a playoff spot. So, not really too upset with that. Getting Grzelcyk was definitely a good decision for us. Sitting 13th, so middle of the pack for a playoff spot, firmly in the wild card hunt. So, let's just continue on. I don't think we're going to make any big changes. I kind of like the depth that we have. think we're just gonna. We'll still go day by day. Just kind of not into roster moves. Come on, EA. Not that that's technically their fault. Sorry. So advance a day. Advance a day. Vinny Trocheck, eh? Is that why you picked him up, Ottawa? To give to me? How good is Vinny these days? An 83 second line. He hasn't had the greatest year. And his overall numbers... Like, that was, 2 really good years. Sorry, Vinny, I don't think you're a good fit on this team. But I like that I'm getting, like, better trade offers. Oh, Petro. Excuse me. There we go. 23 points in 54 games. It's not great, but getting you on a line with Ellie and Frolik, who is a two-way. You got two two-ways on your line. It's not the greatest. But Grabby is a sniper. Actually, you know what? I need to Grabner up there. I think Grabner's going to retire after this season, honestly. Let's go back to lines. Have to go in here and fix them. Okay, that's fine. I want that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And defensively, Darlene and Cider, Miller and Pilot, and those two change sides. Alright, let's keep going here. Sim another day. Alright, sorry about that. Tweet some people. No! Why didn't it just go to the top? Ugh. Groan. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Okay. Alright, so advanced day. Pay attention. There we go. Can we beat Columbus? Anaheim trades Josh Manson and Stephen Johns to Philadelphia for a first in 2022 and a third in 2023. We have Josh Levo offer from Pittsburgh again. No, thank you. We do beat Columbus. That's good to see. Come on, can we beat Tampa? Dallas trades Radulov and Como to Nashville for a first and fourth in 2023. Martin Ferk for Craig Anderson. Thank you. We do win that game as well. 4 points out, but 6-point lead over everybody else. Petro can wait a day or two, I believe. We'll advance this day here. And we lose to Florida, which I don't want to see. Washington trades Holtby, a 2022 first, and Alexiev to Calgary for Johnny Gaudreau and Nick Bjugstad. Interesting. Gaudreau. Alex Frenier is ready to come back. Not quite yet, but I am going to get Petro back. He should be ready to go. Defensively, Pilot can come out. Petro can go right up here. Yep, that works. And on offense, Dano can stay in for a couple more games. Can we beat LA? Would be nice to get that win. Come on, come on, come on. It's going to be a bunch of trade offers and trades and everything else. Ottawa trades Zaitsev and a third in 2023 to Pittsburgh for Getzlav and a third in 2023. So Zaitsev and Getzlav for each other, basically. Toronto trades 2022 first and a 2023 second to New Jersey for Will Butcher, Goldobin, and a fifth in 2022. Okay. Moritz Seider has been injured. Fantastic. Injured stomach. Were we playing Boston? Did Marchand spear him? No, I don't know. Anything could have happened. Okay, that's how we're doing that. Defensively, okay, and trading, yeah. Zarnik, thank you. We win in overtime. Can we beat Philly? Can we do it? Loxonin is back for Rochester. Suter for a set. No. Alright. So we are at 36, 25, and 2 at the trade deadline. You know what that means. We have actually finally completed our that secondary goal we've had. We're hopeful. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's just go ahead and take a quick look at points. Looks like we've had some slowdown here, just with injuries over the last month. Yeah, Eichel, Kovalchuk. So yeah, I don't think we're going to make any changes. I don't think it's necessarily worthwhile. We'd have to really think about what we wanted. And I just don't think with cap we can afford it. Let's take a look here. So center-wise, I think we're pretty set for center depth. Left wing depth as well. Hyman, Lafreniere, and having Grabner as their right wingers. Again, I think we're pretty set. It would be nice to have, a better fourth liner, but I don't think that's necessarily going to be our downfall. Now, boom, 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 and then Pilot have been great for us in the system. Fitzgerald and Hickey are there. Not really anything we need to worry about. Hogberg and Johansson have been having, well, Hogberg's been having a great year. And then in the system. Luukkonen, have he been any better? Honestly, he's been pretty standard. He's down one. Honestly, that's probably just due to overall and that injury he suffered. Craig Anderson has played 3 games and has just been absolutely great. Dubnyk is injured as well with that sprained finger. So I think we're good. I don't want to make any changes. I just honestly don't have the cap space. I don't want to give up picks. And I think we're going to make the playoffs anyway. So Penguins have 65 and we have 74. We still have 9 points. They have 1 less game than us. So we have to basically lose everything for the next 20, and I don't see that happening. So what we're going to do is we're just going to jump over the trade deadline. Nothing happened. Perfect. What I'm going to do is probably sneeze. I'm just going to go right up until April here. After this Tampa game, actually no, we'll go right to the Tampa game. We'll sim the last game together, and then go from there. I'll see you in a bit. We have 1 game left against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have to win this game, or we do not make the playoffs. We've already confirmed we've beaten it on the Metro. We have to beat Tampa. If we don't beat Tampa, we don't make the playoffs. And this happy voice is not going to be fucking happy. Are you kidding me? Bubble team my ass. We're better than that. Let's just go ahead and take a look here. 91, 84, 82. Darlene is out. That's why our defense is so bad. And we've had quite a few injuries. Alright, guys. I shouldn't have looked at that. I should not have looked at that. That just means we're going to die. Fudge. Alright, well, we're going to sim it. We're not going to waste any time. We are just going to jump through to the next period. Tampa's up 1 with a goal from Kucherov on the power play. Looks like Connor Brown, Stamkos, and Kucherov all get goals, and then Casey Middlestat gets one for us. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look, guys. Braden Point. Okay, sim the period. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, there goes our season. Why did it have to come down to that? God damn it. Well, I was really excited to be able to do a playoff video, but that's not going to happen. Do we get a playoff video over here? Fucking no. Yeah. Alright, well, regular season has ended. Should be the final day here. No, one more. Alright. Let's take a work. So, owner goals. So, great job. You've expected us to get the goals. We did get the 36 wins. Thank you. But we didn't make the playoffs. All came down to 1 game. Yeah, so we didn't have the greatest year we could have had, unfortunately. No one really went off for us. I don't think we're going to win anything. Rookie goalies. I mean, Luukkonen did get better as the season went on. Rookie skaters, Henritis had 38 points. But Perot, who was that Swiss guy we should have drafted? Fuck me. And he was a sniper on the right wing. Alright, guys. Well, that just sinks my mood a little bit deeper. Overalls, it doesn't matter. We didn't make it in the entire league. Like, we're going to be like 18, 19 or something like that. No, 17. Even better. So, we will get a chance to win the draft lottery, but it's such a minuscule chance, and I don't even think they include. Well, no, they do include the 15, so there's not an expansion draft. So. Well, I'll just advance through this, hopefully. Oh, look at that. We have to face Syracuse at the end of it. And let me guess, are we going to get the win? No, of course not. We do. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, Merry Christmas to us. Thanks, Erasmus. Could have used you in the end there, buddy. Really could have used that defensive help. Alright, so we play Laval. And we lose the first one, 3-2. We lose the second one, 5-2. And it lines manually. Alrighty. Alright, well, let's see if that helps anything. And we do get the 4-1 win. And we lose in 4. Of course. I mean, I would have assumed as we got swept in the first round anyway. But to do so well up until that point really hurts. It hurts you guys. I may sound like I'm laughing, but that's how I deal with sadness and pain. Is I laugh. It's a terrible coping mechanism, I'll tell you that much. Oh, look at that. Toronto Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup, and the Hershey Bears win the Calder Memorial. Here's an update on our season ticket drive. 51%. I'm hoping to get over the 62 that we had last time, because that was absolute fucking lunacy. Okay, so we got 9th. Overall, no up, no down. Vegas has 3 and 5. Montreal moves from 6 to 1. Columbus 4 to 2. Man, Anaheim's got 2 picks. Well, being in the top 10 isn't bad, so. We'll take a look here at the end. A few retired players. Interesting to see who is gone. Thornton, Marlowe, Keith, Yandel, Jokinen, Backus. And then for goalies, Schneider and Pogge. No one retired for us. Interesting. Rochester. Omar Weber retires. That's it. Retired player Sekera becomes a scout. So don't worry about that. highly recommend you update your trading block before the draft. All right, let's take a look at that draft class. Brad Lambert is there. Jesper Jacobson. So getting somebody like a Damon Stapleton, he's not going to be that great to start off. Rintoul. Nick Backstrom comparison. Patty Kane on the right wing there. He's a two-way though. Let's see. Barney wouldn't be terrible. Matt Savoie wouldn't be terrible. I mean, honestly, we're going to get somebody decent, and then we're going to get somebody closer down here. And maybe there's somebody we can snag a little bit later. Yeah. So that's the season, you guys. Let me know what you think of what had happened. I don't know why he wants to move. Like, obviously, we've been really good this year. 86% of the profit, and our profit is what? 19%? Jeez. I don't know, maybe that's close. I don't know. It was 85% used before it was a million, so. Yeah, we're going to leave this one there, you guys. Thanks for checking it out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.